Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Teaspoon Retro. I'm your host, Teaspoon, and today we're going to be taking a look at Foodie Beauty's confession video, where she admits Julia is in heat, as we all thought all along. I just wanted to pre-warn people before I start the video that there is sections of it where you will hear Julia yowling as she's in heat. If this is something that is difficult for you to listen to and distressing for you, then I would say give this video a miss and come back to the next one when I get round to it.
I look sad. Well, I am kind of like, I'm not sad, but I'm just like, haven't been feeling too well, you know? Hey, Yusuke. So thumbs up and, hi Vanessa, thumbs up and thumbs down don't matter when it comes to algorithms. So go ahead and do whatever you want, I don't care. No, we're not working out. I have no motivation. I hate it. I hate working out.
We know that, Chantal, from the look of you.
How do you feel about 120 churches of the faith you left being burned down in Canada by the faith you chose? How does your mom feel? What? Okay, Elephant, I appreciate the super chat, but I don't speak stupid. Blaming an entire religion for the acts of a few radical people, by that logic, we could blame every single Catholic priest being filed by that logic, right? Remember the pedophile ring by Catholic churches? So don't go there.
It's different for you, isn't it, Chantal? Normally you're the one defending PDFs.
Hey, Lisa. How is that her fault? Right. Show me in the Quran where it says to burn churches. Yeah. I'm 40, people, okay? Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Pingu. I'm doing all right. I mean, sorta. You know how I go through phases, right? Hey, AM. It's like once you fall off track, it's like so hard to get back on, you know? It's like so hard.
You were never on track to start with.
This is the cat in heat. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. She is. But I haven't been out of the house, so I thought I would come down, but it's humid out to get some fresh air. But that's another thing. I don't get any sleep because she's kind of like loud sometimes, and she's very clingy. So it's like having a child. Like I always have to be comforting her and petting her, and like she went in heat. We were getting her fixed like a week after her vaccine, which is November 6th. So, but anyway, that's the price I pay for, you know.
Yeah, it's the price you pay for being a lazy, irresponsible pet owner, Chantal. Everybody told you long ago that Julia should be spayed for her own health, and you couldn't be bothered. You'd got better things to spend your money on: chicken burgers, chips, obscene amounts of Oreo cookies, or oversized blooming donuts that were stale that you didn't even like. Julia should have come first. So, Chantal, I could not give one flying how upset you are, or how you're not feeling well because you haven't had any sleepies. No. How do you think Julia feels? Julia has gone into heat 3 times. 3 times. You could have had her fixed ages ago. You didn't. You've made excuse after excuse after excuse. Scatboy could have took Julia to have her vaccinations, to have her spayed. He didn't.
She is 100,000,000% getting fixed a week after her vaccine, November 6th. They said at least a week. So maybe we'll wait a couple more days just in case, because I don't want, I'm afraid of like there being complications, you know?
The last vaccine will be after 3 days, exactly, 6th November, okay? Yeah, 2 days. There's 2 days left.
But she has to be out of heat to get her vaccine.
Yeah, after that, the last vaccine, within 10 to 14 days, doctor told me that we have to do the operation. So
yeah.
Why is Julia, a 2-year-old cat near us no matter, still not vaccinated. And again, like I say, could have had the vaccinations done ages ago. Why weren't the vaccinations done while Foodie was in Thailand? Were you too busy in the red room, Salah?
Because she had to get like 2 rounds of vaccines, 2 weeks in between them. And I was like, oh, come on, just get it. And the depot shot we gave her didn't work at all.
Well, you weren't supposed to have more than one depot shot. The first vet told you that. But because you didn't want to be asked to get a spade, you went and took her to a different vet, who you lied to, very likely, and said, oh no, this is the first time she's ever gone into heat, so he gave her the injection, not knowing she'd already had one before. That's probably why it didn't work. Do you know what might have prevented that outcome in the first place? Oh, right, yes, of course. Getting her spade.
I grew up, so I hope so. I hope her heat ends, guys. It's like 7 days of like, hi Bijou. It's torture because you feel so bad, like for her, kind of, you know, like it can be a bit discomforting for them, but they're apparently not in pain, you know.
Chantal, the only person you're sorry for is yourself. You're not sorry for Julia. You've patently shown that you couldn't give a damn about that cat. All Julia is to you is something for you to exploit to make you more YouTube coin. Something for you to flash at everyone and say, look how cute Julia is. And your loyal beesers come in and go, oh, isn't she lovely? Yeah, she is lovely. Poor Julia, a lovely defenceless animal left in the care of such a sociopathic, lazy owner. So I only feel sorry for the cat, Chantal. I couldn't give two f***s about you.
But I feel bad obviously for her, so I try to like always be petting her and like holding her and like giving her a massage.
What do you mean, massaging her? If you're massaging her in one certain place, that's actually going to make things worse. You're stimulating her, and that's just going to make her more vocal and frustrate her even more. You're seriously disturbed.
You know, and that seems to help. And try to play with her more to keep her mind off of it. But there's not much else I can do. No, they gave her just the second depot shot they gave her didn't seem to work. I mean, she's in heat, so.
Yes, because she wasn't supposed to have a second depot shot. You idiot. The first vet told you that.
If it worked, she wouldn't be in heat. And we wanted to get that done just to put her out of discomfort from going into heat. Like, hey, BBJ, window lift.
Well, you know what would have worked better than a depot shot, which is very bad for them? Spaying. That's what would have worked.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, King Beezer's here. Until she could get fixed, you know? Bubbles and marshmallows, you get a period every month, yeah? Yeah. I don't know.
I don't believe for 1 second that Chantal is going to get this cat fixed. She's not going to get Julia fixed because she doesn't care about Julia. She's never cared about Julia. Just like she never cared about BBJ, and she never cared about Sam, and poor Timbit too. 3 cats that went through unnecessary pain and suffering at the hands of this woman.
I don't know if it feels like period for them or if it's just like extreme like horniness. Hi, Ginger.
Also, the vet told me that when she...
Don't laugh, Chantal. There's nothing funny about this. See, when you sit there smirking and laughing, the pair of you, with about 1 brain cell to share between you, when you sit there laughing, it just underlines how sociopathic you really are.
She get the vaccine, her body be weak, lazy, and tired, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why she need 10 to 14 days after the last vaccine to do the operation of the spade operation.
Yeah, because the vaccine takes a toll on your body. So does being in heat, so they can't spay them because whenever they are, like the vet said, we asked if we could spay her while she's in heat. No, because it's very risky because their organs become engorged with blood. So there's a risk of excess bleeding, so no.
You had plenty of time to get a spade. This time last year, you were talking about getting a spade, and it never happened. And it's like I say, you're not going to get a spade this time either. Poor Julia. I feel so sorry for that poor little cat. The worst day in Julia's life was when your big hamburger helper hands reached out and grabbed her up off the streets. It really comes to something, doesn't it, when you say an animal would have had a better life out on the streets than in the so-called care of a person like Chantal.
Like, I'm like actually really afraid of her like dying when she gets the operation. Like, I don't want that to happen, but like like operations are risky. I never worried about that before, but like when I adopted BBJ, they just spayed her right away. It was part of the adoption.
No, it's not really a risky operation at all. It is done upon thousands of animals every day. Don't try and cover up the fact that you're not going to get Julia spayed, or that you haven't had a spade before now because you had some kind of concern that, you know, I don't know, I don't think I can have a spade, guys, because I'm so worried about her and the operation, and what if she doesn't pull through? No, make no mistake, that's got absolutely nothing to do with it.
Chantal, I know you like to explain about Julie, but honestly, it's none of our business to know when and why about the spaying. It's your cat. People need to leave you alone. It's sad people have to keep going. I know, Teardrop. It's because they make outrage over every little thing.
Oh, here comes Teardrop, piping up as usual, to say, oh, well, it's none of our business. It's up to you if you get a spade or not. Yeah, of course, Teardrop. You, the champion of animal ethics. You know, you're the one that fed your kittens, your newborn kittens, to your dog. So the last person in the world, anybody, anywhere, should take any notice of is old Smeardrop, Chantal's number 2. And never was there a more apt title for a person than Teardrop, Chantal's number 2.
Honestly, we've decided it's just so much easier. Like, whether people like the truth or not, we're still going to be truthful. Let them be outraged for their content. Who cares? You know, I mean...
Chantal, let's just shut up. Just shut up, Chantal. Good grief. Oh, let them rage. Let them make content out of it. Who's making content out of it now? You. Who is monetising their cat's own distress? You.
For example, the main people who make a big deal out of it and their audience, one left her dog outside in the heat, and the other one chain smokes and hot boxes her dog. So, I mean, You can't say anything at all about smoking when you're puffing away in your fart box of an apartment with all the windows closed. Don't deflect. See, this is what you always do, Chantal. When anybody comes at you, you try to deflect and say, oh, well, they're worse because they did this. No, we're not talking about either of those cases. We're talking about you. Animal neglect. Okay, I'm an animal neglector. There you go. Yeah, it is technically no one's business. I mean, who cares?
Obviously not you, Chantal.
The only thing she's doing is just meowing and like really clingy, like right here. And she cries in my face in her fish breath. So I hold her a lot, but I get to kiss her without her protesting. And she's very clingy, and she'll like walk in front of me and like raise her butt and go like this. Hey, Neil, Joshy.
Oh yeah, it's really funny, isn't it, Chantal?
She's almost 2 years, yeah.
So, Chantal, if Julia is almost 2 years old, why hasn't she been vaccinated or spayed yet?
Here comes 20 reaction channels. I know. Who cares? Whatever. Like, what's their point? Julia's not spayed. Okay. And she's going to be very soon.
See, there you go. Oh, Julia's not spayed. What's your point? So what? She doesn't care. She always tells on herself.
I really wasn't feeling well. Like, as you can see, I'm not well. Like, I've just been
Don't care.
getting a lot of sleep, but not, like, weird. Like, okay. Hi, Carolina. Like, for example, I'll sleep 2 hours, and then I get up, and I can't sleep. Hey, Chewy's mom.
You can't sleep, Chantal, because you don't expend any energy in doing anything except lying around and stuffing your face.
Here and there, Neil. Nancy Pelosi's facelift. I didn't know who is that. I don't know. Julia's on Tinder.
Yeah, it's like deliberate rage baiting, isn't it? And yeah, I'm triggered. I obviously sound triggered, right? But I've always been convinced that Julia is nothing but a means to an end. And Howie too. Both of them are just props to be rolled out by Chantal as and when she needs them.
And then we were gonna, we already had booked everything to travel, and then she went into heat, so we asked the vet about what to do, and he said that we could give her that injection, which worked for almost a year. And then she went into heat again, and now we're dealing with, getting her vaccinations, and then she'll be spayed.
Yeah, and that first time, when she had the first depot injection, after she came out of heat, you could have just taken her to the vets and had her spayed then. But it's too difficult for you, isn't it?
Going to do it now? What? Gotta be there in 30 minutes. You better get going. No. Girl, I love your attitude about it. Keep up your no filter life. Thank you. Yeah, window liquor. Thanks, Karab. Stink, hello. Yeah, she was like young, like they didn't think that she was like old enough yet. Like she was still a kitten, but we don't know exactly how old. People complain about you using filters and complain when you don't. Yeah, Krista, you better get dressed.
Because they are morons, that's why. Simply.
You frickin' morons.
Salah, shh. Be quiet. Isn't there a red room you can go and play in somewhere?
Apple, I think Crazy Frog is taking a break.
Hooray!
Yeah, we don't need Julia's vocals in this song, right? I used to do videos coming on and going, I'm sorry, I had a burger. It's the most pathetic thing. Why be sorry?
Because it's the food that you eat. So it's those burgers, those bags of chips, those sugary sodas that are essentially bringing about catastrophic health changes, heading for a catastrophe.
You look very handsome.
Damn, son. We forgot it. Oh my god.
I think people should see how handsome you look.
Maybe next time.
One thing I love, like that really attracted me to Salah physically, was his dark black slick back. When it gets a bit long, he slicks it back and it looks really sexy.
Watch out, Salah. She's looking at you like she looks at food. If you can, well, we know you probably can. Run for your life. You'll be okay, Salah. She'll never catch you.
But I don't have to worry because Salah is tall, dark, and handsome.
Good grief, Chantal. His head's big enough now as it is. If you carry on, you'll never get through the front door.
Yeah. She's getting fixed for sure.
We've heard that before.
We are just following the vet instruction.
Yeah. She had the second shot, but it didn't work.
Because you were told not to have more than one shot, and the shots are bad for her in any case.
Yeah, we thought maybe until she could get her vaccines and everything, but...
We the people said inshallah. Whoa. You know inshallah? That's cool.
Actually, here's a quick point. There is video that when Julia first came into the household, Chantal and Salah stated on video she was fully vaccinated.
Coincidence.
Yeah, true. Yeah, how everything worked out.
She now belongs to us.
Yes, she's ours. Name her Twisty Misty. I think she's between 4 to 5 months, we think, Golden Girl. So, but she's vaccinated and everything, so, yeah. Yeah, she's been vaccinated and well taken care of from the family we got her from, so. No, I don't want her to wear a cone. Oh, it's horrible. They can't eat with it. You have to take it off for them to eat.
Yeah, she was mom. I agree with you. Suddenly, they all become vet, doctors, professors, engineers, and maybe pilot. Also, they know
Islam experts.
Yeah, also they know about the all religions, all the rules, and which is allowed and not allowed.
Yeah.
Which is they don't even follow their own religions and be nice to the other people, right?
Salah, people don't have to follow a religion to be nice to one another.
What is?
Momto, my job is I have a business and I'm a business owner. Thanks God. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, he can't be here unless he has a job, so. You have to be on a work permit or something. You can't.
Exactly.
You can't be in Kuwait without any kind of, you know.
You're not a business owner, Salah. You can't own a business unless you're a Kuwaiti citizen.
Ooh. She smelled that and was like, "Ew, it smells picante." She might cry a lot. Come see, Mom. Until I do this, she like crawls on the ground. Why are you being slinky? That's why I don't like going live with her and eat, because it's loud. Come see, Mom. Look how big this pickle is. Yes, I know. Come. There's no men over there. No male cats. There's none. No, there's none. Whenever you slice up this pickle, it turns out to be the size of a whole jar. Watch. What? Come see, Mom. You're the best girl. Yes, you are. She wants attention all the time. Hi, baby. Hey. Hey. No, the stand is not a male cat either. No. She's so cute. What? Juice. She's like the cat from South Park. No, kitty. No, kitty, stop it. Juice.
I think it's sick, to be honest, laughing at your cat being in such discomfort.
McGoose. Okay, guys, look how much pickle I got out of this. Okay. It smells. Okay, let's try. Come see, Mom. Come. She always runs to the hall. Come here, baby. Beauty bite. She's not uncomfortable. How do you know she's uncomfortable? She's calling for a mate. But yeah, if it makes you uncomfortable, I guess, then come back later.
Chantal, if you know Julia in any way, shape or form, you should be able to pick up on her cues and know when she's uncomfortable, when she's suffering discomfort, you know, when something's not right. I've got dogs and I can tell when they're not right, when something's wrong with them. But I have to say, just looking at your face on this screen here, that your eyes are cold, dead and emotionless. And I think that's why you can't pick up on cues when people are upset or uncomfortable, because you're a sociopath and you don't know what it is to feel any emotion.
She's really busy. Ew. It's not that good. Honestly. Beauty bite. She is in heat, yeah. Yeah. Cats, when they're in heat, they meow a lot. I'll try the other one. Van Holten's pickles. You want to play with this? She likes to play too. Look. Yes. You're okay. Tell everybody. I don't have.
So lazy, won't even get up from the chair to play with the cat properly. Make the game more challenging and more fun for her.
Catnip, no. Does that help them or? Hi, Teardrop. There you go.
Chantal's number 2 is in the chat.
We're celebrating with pickles. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I can put them in here.
More sodium. Just what the beatus needs.
Hi, Tracy. And she'll usually do the meowing thing and then she'll stop for a little while. So, I don't know. I don't like it either, but what can I do right now, you know?
Chantal, if you really didn't like it, why didn't you have a spade when you got her 1.5 years ago? She was vaccinated, so you could have had a spade.
I'm doing the best I can right now. Yeah, Aurora, like, you know, we have her vaccination scheduled and everything, so that's all we can do. Believe me, if I could go now and get her fixed, I would. But we have to wait. Texas Roadhouse, nice, Jason.
You could have done. Poopy could have gone and got her vaccinated while you were in Thailand getting high and gorging on food. Poopy could have took care of it. He didn't. You said you were going to do it when you got back from Thailand. And you didn't.
Baby. Mama juice. Mama juice. I had ribeye baked potato, blooming onion that we all shared. Yum, I love the blooming onion. Yeah. She wants a suitor. Where is your suitor? Hey. Aww. It's okay. Yes. Okay. She just needs a pickle. Yeah. That's true.
No, she needs an owner that actually cares about and meets her needs.
Something about her, you know? I can't do anything, I'm sorry.
Could have done it 1.5 years ago.
No, there's no man over there. Okay? Okay. Hi, baby. I love my cat. I would never want her to be, like, in pain.
If you loved your cat, you'd have had a spade 1.5 years ago. Stop it, Chantal. You don't love that cat. The only person you have any sort of concern for is yourself.
She's cute as hell. Thank you. You'll be okay, baby. There's like a pressure point. See when I touch it? She does this growl. But it's supposed to relieve them.
No, stop touching her. Stop touching her there. That's actually making things worse, not better.
I don't know. It's like she likes it.
Did you just seriously sniff your fingers after massaging your cat? Oh, you're absolutely sick.
Just let her get it out. Poor baby.
I'm glad her pain is a source of amusement to you.
She has to have the vaccine, and then about a week or two later, she can get spayed after the vaccine. So that's what we're waiting for. But she is definitely 100% getting it done. I'm honestly like I'm a bit nervous. Like I'm just scared.
No, don't start this again. You're just repeating yourself, and I'm sick of repeating myself.
Every heat cycle. This is her, I think second one.
Third, we all know it as viewers. You don't know it as the owner of the pet. That says such a lot.
All we're female and we're never fixed. I know. Yeah, it's like just my... I don't know. I understand people have the opinion, like, oh, they should be fixed. I get it, but, you know, we're working on it. Yes, we
Should have been done 1.5 years ago.
We'll put it on CNN. Yeah, I don't really care, Tracy. Whatever. If I cared, I would hide it that she's in heat, and like I just wouldn't go live. I really don't care because I don't have that opinion that it's heartless. You know.
You did try to hide it. You were streaming from downstairs, but your desire to eat was greater than the desire to hide your negligence. You know, and you tried to hide it last time as well.
What makes you happy? My family, my pets, my husband, who is my family. Just life, you know?
No, let me amend that. What makes you happy, Chantal? Well, I tell you what makes me happy. It's me, my food, and
Oh. No, we didn't get Julia from the street. The people we got her from may have gotten her from the street, I don't know, but...
Yes, you did, because there was footage of you feeding a cat that looked exactly like her, and Julia has very distinctive markings.
No, I just delete the community posts, because I don't like getting involved in drama, and so I just...
You deleted the community post because it revealed exactly the sort of person that you are. Imagine being this lonely and bored with your life. You obsess over my cat getting her ovaries cut out. Listen, Mrs. Tutmiller, how about you go mind your business? Also, please clean your ears, because I have said several times that she has a final vaccination. Different ones from her kitten days on November the 6th. And then she's getting spayed. And it has nothing to do with money. God gave animals reproductive systems, not me. How is it neglect just because she isn't spayed? Many people don't spay their pets. So stupid. It's not abuse or neglect. And if you think I neglect my cat, oh well, you like Mrs. Titmiller here can take a hike, LOL, LOL. The audacity. People see every day how much my cat is loved and taken care of. Get real. And no, she won't go into heat. She would have by now. She is on a hormone shot that the vet gave her. So if it was abuse to give her this until she gets spayed, then the vet would be guilty of it too. No brains, I swear. Really, Chantal? You're gonna lecture us about brains?
I don't think it's a good look, so I delete them after a while. Because I make them on impulse. Why did I go live? I wanted to go out.
Yeah, so you do a lot of things on impulse, don't you, Foodie? So one would think that by now you would have learned to rein in those impulses. But, like I say, here we are, clearly deficient in brain cells.
Yes, you are. Does she look like she's suffering? Like she's fine. She wants a male suitor. That's normal. That's her instinct. But she's okay. Yeah. It's like her second time going in heat, and she's getting fixed as soon as she's out of heat.
Third time, and you had the opportunity to get her spayed last time after she came out of heat, and you didn't. You said you were going to spay her when you got back from Thailand. You didn't. So why should we believe you now?
They have nothing else to complain about, that's why. There has to be something to complain about. And,
It's not complaining whatsoever. It's about animal lovers who are distressed when they see a cat that's being neglected and whose needs are clearly not being met in any way, shape or form. So, you know, complaining has got nothing to do with it. It's concern.
I know, right, Debbie? No, I had one donut, so I wasn't sick. Salah had the...
Sure, Jan.
Ew! Why did you foo-foo? Oh.
Now, Chantal, I've just got to tell you, the cat hasn't foo-fooed. You've just caught a whiff of yourself.
Just don't rub back close to the tail. Oh, I always do that. I thought it would help, like she would like it. Like just at the tail.
Sicko.
Just they're doing their instinctive thing. They want a mate. That's what they have to do. They have to call for a mate. Every animal has a mate call. So he's not usually...
Chantal, I think we should point out at this moment in time that all the animals on the planet who live out in the wild in great abundance, that's part of nature. But cats and dogs are domesticated animals. They're our pets, companions, and part of responsible pet ownership is getting your animal spayed, neutered, vaccinated, and in most countries I would imagine now microchipped. But you wouldn't know anything about responsible pet ownership, would you, Foodie?
I hope it'll be okay. I've never had like a cat have an operation here. I don't know what their like standard of care is like. I don't know like what kind of procedure. I'm definitely gonna I don't know.
This is the only aspect I am concerned about regarding Julia's surgery. Although this is completely theoretical because I don't believe for 1 second it's ever going to happen. And I don't think I'm alone in that assertion. But Chantal can't even look after herself, let alone wound care for a cat. So that's the only bit that concerns me.
It is Dr. Google. Remember Dr. Armchair? People have been outraging, like they say I'm raging. They're the rage pigs. That's all they do. You know, that's all they do is rage over what I do. And it's so funny because I don't do anything that that warrants that kind of reaction from people, but it's the internet and people are snowflakes and people are...
No, we're not snowflakes, Foodie. We just care about animal welfare. That doesn't make us snowflakes. That makes us conscientious human beings.
Hungry for drama. Like they get excited over it. Look at it this way. When I was getting the most views and making the most money, I was going through one of the most horrible, dramatic, miserable times of my life. And that was entertaining to people.
Chantal, come on. You say you were going through one of the worst times of your life. You chased Nida all over the place. You were cracked out of your mind most of the time. And, might I add, that you monetized your relationship. Well, not that you can call a relationship actually, because he never claimed you. You were actually never boyfriend, girlfriend, or engaged or anything of that sort. Oh dear, that Jafar ring, priceless. You took a dysfunctional relationship, made it into content, and monetized it. Just like you have with your other health problems. You've monetized those. So don't sit there and pretend like we're all feeding or we were all feeding off your misery. You did rather well out of that, if I remember correctly, to the tune of $20,000 a month. Who was really gaining there, Foodie? You were.
People just like drama, it's just how it is. People like to see others miserable. That's how it is, sadly, Like I said, I would rather take a huge pay cut and a views cut than have to ever go back to living like that for entertainment.
And you have.
I think because you wear a hijab, people assume you're a representative of Islam.
But you are representative of Islam by wearing the hijab.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I haven't been, nobody's perfect. Some hate channels, they're proclaimed Jewish. Go read the friggin', what is it, Torah? Or whatever book it is. Do you not see that they have the same rules that you're supposed to follow? Very similar ones.
Are you following the rules of Islam, Chantal? Any of them whatsoever? And when did you last pick up the Quran? Want to quote a few passages out of it?
you know, like they don't sin. They act like they don't sin, and they just like they're experts on Islam. Like, get a life, you know. Nobody's an angel.
And that's always your default position, isn't it? Deflection.
If I don't like something, I'll just keep scrolling. Yeah, I know. That's like that one reactor looks like Paul Stanley from Kiss. I saw a new mom and she's like, oh, I hate her. Well, you watch everything I do, so how much can you hate? Like, that's so sad. Like, get a fucking hobby, you know?
Chantal. Oh, goodness gracious me. Chantal, you did not just tell someone else to go and get a hobby. You, whose only hobbies are eating and scrolling through TikTok and watching horror movies. And you're telling other people to get hobbies when you won't get any yourself. Oh, God. Stop.
I couldn't handle that for hours. I know, it's hard. But you know, I know it's gross, but it's true. Here comes a suitor.
It's not hard. It's really easy and it's really simple if you're not a lazy owner.
Come see Mom. Oh! Oh! What? What? What?
Ow!
Put her down, Foodie. She doesn't want to be poured at and mauled by the likes of you. That's why she's just lashed out at you. She doesn't want you picking her up. Alright, everybody. That concludes this video. I spared you the trauma of having to listen to Crazy Frog and Happy Birthday. All of you take care, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Take care now. Bye.